Welcome to 50 Plus Home and Gardening. Today we're going to work on another viewer's home. She has a beautiful home, a suburban home in Texas, a very large home. We're going to work on the front yard of her home. It is going to be a fun deal to do. So her name is Marie, just like my name is Marie, and so I hope you'll come along and see what ideas we come up with. She has a beautiful suburban traditional brick home with beautiful 3 gables. She could call herself Marie of Green Gables. I forget the whole gable thing, but so you have a triple gable, very pretty, and I love the arches. It has that Texas feel with the tan bricks. Beautiful home. Large, again, we have another large home. What we need to do is make it cozier. So she has already put in, this looks like a rose, and I think she said it was a knockout rose. So she has 2 knockout roses, then they're pink. And then she has this crepe myrtle, and this is a winter picture, and it's just barely coming in. This is a crepe myrtle, and she said it had white blooms. So we're going to go ahead and work with what she already has so she doesn't have to take out too much. So the first thing we want to do, first principle, is pick our colors. She has a beige house, but she already has pink, so let's start with a pink. And she already has white and she has white on the trim. She has white crepe myrtle, so they're already there. So let's pick white. And I wouldn't pick beige. You could pick a pot that has a matching terracotta, which would look good with that beige. Well, let's pick one more color, and let's make it, let's do a reddish. Let's do a red since she lives in Texas. Texas red. So let's see. And it has to be the right kind of red because you already have a pink. So you may want to take in one of those and pick something that would add to that. The second thing is I don't want anything on the grass. Now, she has to mow pretty close to the front. And my third principle is curves. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of all of this grass inside the sidewalk, because I want to add actually a little bit more planting, a bigger bed. This is a very small bed, and this is a very small bed, and you see how it's straight. So I want to add some curves, and over here too it's straight. A lot of homes are straight. It's fine. It makes it a very traditional, a little bit stiff, but we're going to add a curve. So we're going to start at the very corner of her house, and we're going to go and move over here. And we're going to continue it on right here. Now, immediately, I feel like that softens the house. So now we have our curve, so now we know what we're working with. So we're making our bed. We're going to come on this side of the sidewalk. Instead of having a straight line here, a straight line of beds, and a straight line of beds, we're going to curve this, and then again you'll take the dirt like this, pull it over, and put mulch on it, and you have an instant bed. Let's take out all this so you don't have to mow inside the sidewalk. Now she doesn't look like she has any trees to worry about. I do see a shade tree. She said it was an oak, and it's out of the picture. But this is the west side of the house. She has this crepe myrtle all limbed up, beautiful. Doesn't look like she needs to do anything. She doesn't have any mowing problems, and it's not going to stick somebody in the head when they walk to her house. So let me get as much as I can do in here. So since she already has knockout roses here, I would follow up with more knockout roses. So I'm going to put one here, another knockout rose, and another one. So I don't know how much room she has, but if she has enough for 2 more, I would do 2 more knockout roses. And then I would continue the knockout roses over here. Okay, so you've got your pink in here. I like that. If this wasn't too shady, I may even put another knockout right here, just to bring some of that pink over. Okay, so she has a lot of pink in there, and I think that's enough roses, and that'll make a big show. It's a bit huge splash, and I like it how it goes across the whole railing in the front and also over here. Now you can see you have a blank wall here, and you have a blank wall here. I don't want to continue something that is low, but I want to find something that she could do this is the west side of the house. So since it needs something tall here, this is in southern Texas, zone 9A, and so she's in the southern part of Texas, very hot, west full sun on the house. I'm thinking about Italian cypress because they grow in Italy. They're very beautiful. Italian cypress goes very, 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 very slender. And since they're, I don't know, not more than 1 foot, and you'd have to measure this wall to see, I would probably add 3 cypresses right here. 3 Italian cypress. And so that it would match on the other side, I would also do one or 2 cypresses over here. Okay, so this is a blank wall here. I would probably add 1 here. And so you have 3 up evergreens, and they would be evergreen all year round. So now I've taken out all this grass. So I would love to do, she's already got this kind of flowering. Knockout roses have a certain leaf size. So let's not do another leaf type like a boxwood or something like that. Let's do a grass. I have read that the red yucca in her area, it has a thinner grass that is not prickly. And that's what I would add in this bed. Now I'm not sure how large this is, but I would get 2 or 3 or 4 on both sides. So now you have some grass. And on the end of these, it has sort of a reddish hot pink is what I've heard. They say red yucca, but kind of like, well, we have red buds. Red buds are actually, they come out sort of purpley pink. These would be kind of on fire as far as color. This front bed, I would put annuals. So she could either put, let's see, our third color was white. She could get supertunias for annuals, or she could do, in her area, I know she can grow lantana. So if she can get a variety from the nursery that is white, that would be really fun. And then she could put some white lantana in here. I'd make it pretty simple. You got the white, it actually brings out the trim. If this were me and she has no trinkets in the yard, so I would probably add a pot or 2 right here. If you could get 3 different sizes. Remember, in design, 3s or 1s, and I would definitely, because this is the entry, you come in here, walk, 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 and then you take a curve. This corner and this corner, I would put terracotta pot right here on the edge, and a terracotta here. I wouldn't add any more colors because you can see with terracotta you've got a lot of the green, you've got this red hot. Now if that is too hot and she doesn't like that color, she could see if she could get another grass that has the color tips that she likes that would go with this pink. She already has this pink, so why take all this out? Just add the same pink, the same color, and then all these white lantanas, supertunias. She could put candy tuft, but I'm not sure, it may be too hot there to do that. In the pots, I'd probably continue the lantana. I don't think I would add another color. I think this could get busy pretty fast. And she could also just add some sort of a green cactus. She could add some sort of a green grass cactus that is limey. That would look nice. And that's all. So your principal, nothing on the grass. We got rid of all this grass here, so you don't have to mow here. definitely, number 3 is curves, softens the house. Color, pick only 3. You can see how busy this is going to get real fast. All right, I'm going to show you from a different angle. I forgot to mention on this side, I would definitely also add a large tree. She said this shade, you see how the shade goes right here? It doesn't quite meet up with the house, and it is blazing west sun. So I would, on this side, just because this is the way you walk and this is the way you would see the house, I would, right here, I would add a sweet green ash, a sunset maple, or a cedar elm tree, something like that. Grand old, I like the yellow in the fall though, instead of red. I didn't know that she could grow red maples, but I did look it up, and it says that people have maples. I kind of got surprised because it's so hot. This will give her some shade in the front of her house. This would all be mulched. You have your yuccas here, your 2 pots, some lantana or super tunias. Superbena is good too if you can find a white one. You have your Italian cypress, very skinny, and then a large, either an ash, elm. You can look up, ask your nursery which one grows the best in your area. I'm not from Texas, so you would have to really check out, especially since it's a large tree. You don't want to have something that's going to get a lot of bugs or worms or something you're going to have to chop down later on. All right, there you have it. Some cypresses, more knockout roses to continue the pink, a splash of red yucca, which is a grass style in front of that, so a different texture, and then maybe some lantanas that are white, and 3 pots. If she doesn't want to do the pots, I would continue the lantana right here, so it doesn't, nothing will go over this window. I love these arched windows, very, very pretty. Same thing here, we have a nice curve, the pots, the roses, grass, 2 cypresses over here to kind of fill up that wall, and a large tree to shade this house from the west sun. Texas is, if you're going to save on water and everything, and air conditioning, I would definitely put a tree in the front on this side of the house for shade. And then here's the front view without the big shade tree, which would go all the way over here. It's not really in the picture, except it would kind of extend like right here, and it would shade the house. So you have several cypress, so they're very tall and skinny, and that fills up some of the beige. There was a lot of beige when we first started. And so we've given some more color from the pink knockout roses. So just added the same color, so it's not going to be too busy. So this crepe myrtle also has the white blooms in the summer. And so you'd have white lantana, white up here. You have white on the trim, just barely, but it just kind of pops. I think it pops the trim. So that's what I would do if this was me who ran the zoo, and I hope this helped you, Marie, with your house ideas. Even if it's nothing like this, just a thought that, oh, I could do this, especially this window. Remember, anything that goes in front of a window, you have to remember the size. You don't want to block windows. So this would be an appropriate annual or a pot that would go under the window and stay appropriate. And you can see that she already has one of the knockout roses, and it looks like it's going to be perfect for this window. So she could continue that. If she just wanted to do those knockout roses, that would add a lot of color to the front of the house and a lot of green. So Marie, thank you. Your house is lovely. And if you want your home to be viewed by others and get some ideas for your home, submit your home horizontally when you look in your camera this way, not upright. I know all of us like to take pictures upright, but YouTube likes it horizontal. So take wide pictures of your house, back up a little bit, submit these, and we will work through the ideas for your home at 50plusgardening@icloud.com. I look forward to your beautiful homes to look at. It's going to be a really fun time to work out some ideas together. So keep moving, keep gardening, and stay creative.